Hey, 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 Celestial Earth Goddess. Boo thang in the house. Boo thang. Miss Vix, how you doing? Tori, what it is? Good story. I appreciate it. I had you crying. Don't y'all talk about crying because y'all gonna get me to crying now. That's what it took me a little bit to get back on here. Don't y'all start that shit. Whew. Nav Swad. Hey, Maisha, what's up? Hey, Salitha. Hey, when I tried to go live, the camera stopped again. The phone stopped again. So I think I got rid of the spiritual energy from that. It did that pausing thing again. Go and cry if you feel like it. Y'all like the screenshot of bitch crying. And next thing you know, I'm like Michael Jordan all over the goddamn internet crying. Some people don't got good cry faces. I'm only pretty when I smile. You don't like how I was treated. Thank God for grandma. I know. I appreciate you. There's a lot of shit I should be a savage about right now. I, I thank God for life, spirituality, love, because I should not be this pleasant in life after going through what the hell I went through as a child. Chaka show, chaka show, chaka show, chaka show, chaka show, chaka show. Everybody, chaka show. Chaka show, we gonna do a dance video together one day. I'm telling you, I'm claiming it. Crying ain't no beauty contest because I would win, baby. Even when I cry, my tears roll down my face and they say, we gotta make him look pretty. So they glisten with glitter and shit, like blinding y'all to the beauty of the man when I cry. KB Linus, what's up, darling? So let's say bye. What's up, Royal Blue? Uh, I am the wild one. Hey, Phoenix, what's up? Phoenix, did you listen to that story? What y'all think about that story, y'all? I'm going, oh, back. Oh, to re-listen. I've been busy. All right, gotcha. So for the people who listen to it, what y'all think about it? What's up, Prince Kumar? I'm waiting on y'all to talk about the story. I ain't got nothing to say. This the story recap. Y'all ain't got no recap for the story. Grandma was not to be played with when it comes to her baby. Grandma loved all us equally. She just happened to love me more. Uh-huh. Yeah, grandma was a G. You say read your responses. I am. I'm having a hard time getting on Patreon for the story. Do I need to go on a different tier? The $7 tier and the $45 tier. Those are the only ones that get the story. The $45 tier get everything on Patreon. $7 tier just get the story. Like I feel so bad for us. Oh, for us, for them crack parents. It used to be the worst. Yeah, boy, I done been through it. Crack parents used to, and you know the real. You know the real part of that story, the real part of that story that really fucked me up out of all of it. I mean, when I tell you guys when I tell these stories and I share them with them, they're real, true, spooky stories. And I couldn't have been the only black kid in America going through this shit. Y'all just probably were distracted. I believe y'all had some of the same experience, if not more than me. But the crazy thing about that, at 5 years old, my mom was in odds with my father, and I didn't have a set picture of who my dad was in my mind. But she used to make us watch TV all the time, and Action Jackson, Apollo Creed. I identified him as my dad. I thought my dad would be him, because the only thing I knew, my dad was in the military. And remember, I told you guys I did that thing where some women sit up there and lie to their fucking children after they done fucked off and was hoes back in the day, and they just had one night stand. And instead of telling the baby, the girl, the boy that your dad was a hero or he left to do something, a lot of black women, they'll sit up there and dog the daddy out, knowing that daddy don't even exist like that. That they just don't know who the damn daddy is. Well, I at least had the fortune of my mom telling me my daddy was a military man and he was doing right. So this is so important for single parents to highlight the grace of the other parent as much as possible. You may know that man to be shit, but when it comes to that child, you don't get the right to taint that child's perception of their other parent. I raised 5 kids by myself for 24 years, even though my baby mama and them was out there doing everything on drugs, sick and all. Not one of my kids can tell you guys, oh, he ever said anything bad about my mom. They can't say anything. Your mom, if she's sick, boy, she need help. You grow up, you get a job, you put her on your insurance, and you take care of her. That's how I was taught, because my mom, although to all her bad shit she did to me, she least used to say my dad was in the military and fighting wars. And that's where I got to watch a lot of military shows, and that's why I like a lot of military combat Rambo shows and stuff like that. Uh, so that's where I got that from. So when me and my cousin Rob was sitting in the room talking about my dad, I I instantly imagined my dad to be Apollo Creed, Action Jackson them, cause she told me something good about him. She didn't say he was a no good nigga. She told me something good about him. And my auntie, even though Rob dad one in his life, she told him that okay, he worked as an accountant for the city of Orlando. So Robert identified his father as a corporate executive with a tie and an afro because she had a picture of him on the wall. I didn't have a picture of my dad on the wall. So it's very important for you guys to tell your kids the truth or make up a fictitious idea so that they can be proud of themselves, where they come from, in good stock. I know that has nothing to do with the story, but I felt the need to tell you that because out of that whole story, that was the most important part to me. That I thought my dad was Action Jackson, a war hero. I found out my dad was an Army Ranger. He crawled on, in real life, he crawled on his stomach, defusing landmines, putting them in a bag, dragging them back to base. Tough as nuts. Then he signed up to do a second tour in the military in the Army Reserves, where he worked as a road engineer. So he did 22 years. He did 15 years in the service in actual combat zones, and then he did another 6 years as a reserve roads and engineers. So I grew up and I knew that to be my dad so much. So again, I'm just telling you, y'all, don't stop selling your daddy or your baby, your children's father or your children's baby mama down the road because you got your fucking feelings in a pussy hole. Say something nice. A lot of white folks will sit up there and again say they kids say, oh, when they don't have the one night stand, your father he climbs mountains and he climbed Mount Everest and unfortunately he died. His body is still up there. They can't bring him down. Kid grow up, become a millionaire, spend billions of dollars trying to bring down a fictitious nigga, find 13 other people. They say, oh, he sailed, he was an Olympian. They give good thoughts, and those kids come with that bravado. So do that. Me, I never seen my dad until I was like 7 or 8, and I really got a good picture of him at the age of 13. So in my mind, he was Action Jackson. I just had to share that with you guys. I know some people may not understand. Celeste Ergata say, just be honest. You can't be honest and say that you cheated. A lot of women, I'm going to say, don't be honest and say I cheated on your father and he left me because I was out there hooking and hoeing. Or a lot of mothers ain't going to sit out there and say, I don't know who your dad is. They'll say, "Oh, that nigga was a no good nigga," or "He left me because or I cheated." They give a reason and they hate that person. So we can't say women are great because now it's a lot of men that are single parents and they got these same fucked up attitudes where they say, "Man, your mom ain't shit. How the hell you telling the little girl her mom ain't shit? Your mama was a hoe." Nigga, I'd slap a dude in his mouth if he say that shit right. Boy, I bust your fuck. You don't never give no baby no bad outlook about they fucking mama. That's your drama, your issue. Let them grow up to see who they mama is for themselves or who they daddy is for themselves. So that shit's a trigger. So telling this story was pretty triggering to me. I just had to get on my little soapbox. But yeah, so let's get into this story because y'all don't be talking about the story. Y'all get entertained by the story. Y'all don't even like the videos, man. Like the goddamn videos and support my Patreon. These stories, real stories. They make me cry. They make you cry. They real. Well, when it come down to the Haitian lady, so found out later on in life she really did chop up her boyfriend. They had moved to the projects. I think they had moved to the projects from some other place in Orlando. They didn't say whether they came because the car eventually got towed and they said it was dry blood in the car. But listen here, in the hood, in the hood, it was a dead body in that car, and that lady had time to piece that man the fuck up. That lady had time to piece that man the fuck up and grill his ass, throw his carcass over there to the dogs, and his remaining ashes pack it inside a crack pipe. Now, for the lucky few of y'all who didn't have to experience the crack epidemic, y'all got fentanyl now. That's just as bad. But for y'all that didn't understand crack, and for y'all that ain't no crack dealer, no dope boy, when the crackheads out there smoking crack, they have what they call a stem. It could be made out of glass, it could be made out of can, it can be made out of anything. But the key thing you do, you need to pack the stem. They call it packing. You need to pack the stem in order to sit your crack rock on to cook and melt it down. So when you put the fire to it, it can sizzle and you can get the smoke for it. Well, a lot of people would use Brillo pads, the SOS pads from the stove, the gray ones with the gray one that you scrub pots with the chemical in it. That's an extra hot. So they would buy that, tie it off into a knot, stick that in there. They would pack it with that. Sometimes they would take cigarette ash and they would say cigarette ash, and they would take the cigarette ash, put it in there, and they would pack it. But you can never get enough cigarette ash till you smoke like 5 or 6 cigarettes. So that's a nervous condition. So this Haitian lady used to come around with bags of ashes that she had charcoal on the grill, uh, with human body parts of the dude who she had came here dating. She chopped them up, put them in Ziploc bags in the car. Ziploc bags were strong back then. And she had time enough in the middle of the hood because nobody checked for shit. She had time to that chopped up dismembered man body. She had time to grill his ass down and pack his ashes. And keep in mind, my mom and them was partying for months. They trusted this Haitian lady so much that they went and gave her the money to go buy the crack, to go buy the food, to go buy everything. Only reason we realized that they was in the back of the car because we was sneaking out getting into the car. And the car was never unlocked. Teenagers used to go inside the car, screw in the car at night. Crackheads used to sleep in the car. It was just a car. We were thankful for the fucking car to be there. So I'm just being G, but it was a body in that bitch. And when she done cut down all the body parts and grilled them bitches and threw them to the dogs across the gate, got the ashes, she got that skull and she prepared that skull and she drilled holes in that bitch and they was packing marijuana in the skull Then the way the skull looked, she took a chisel and knocked out the teeth. She put the crack pipe in there that she had put the stem. And for some reason, if you blow, it's like had like three holes out of like four or three holes coming out of it. And everybody could like y'all that hookah shit y'all do at the club. Just imagine the hookah thing as a skull. And she would everybody would be in there and they would sit it on the living room table. I was a jitterbug watching. And they'll be smoking the weed out of the skull too, along with the crack that was in the tooth of the broken tooth, the crack pipe. She had been there packed it with ash and put a whole brick on that bitch, a 50 pack, bam, melt that bitch down, and everybody hitting it and everybody getting high. There was party over here, bill and liquor and their food and everything. Every Friday and Saturday night. Let's just say a man named Reggie gets killed in the hood. Now the young people be saying stuff like smoking that Reggie pack. Uh-huh. It's all making sense now. Uh-huh. Where they get the shit from. And keep in mind, these are the young Haitian boys that came up with that song. So I'm not telling y'all nothing, and I ain't downing nobody. But back in 1984, it's the Haitian voodoo lady in the community was doing that there, and now they making a song smoking on Tuka, smoking on Reggie. You don't think they probably took a body part, burnt that bitch down, and did something? I don't know because I'm not in that world. I'm speculating here. But just like Kay said, maybe that's where that phrase come from. See, everything I'm telling you guys, nothing is new. It's just y'all didn't realize it or y'all don't know it. It's gonna take these type of stories, people supporting this damn Patreon and this channel to hear these stories to where y'all gonna be like, man, that shit, I knew that. This is why this makes sense. Hey, net love. Even drug used to be created. I remember seeing crackheads throughout the city, and if that didn't motivate you to not use that shit, then I don't know what did. Hey, crackheads was creative. All my aunties and uncles and mama was on that shit for a while. And and I'm gonna tell you, them crackheads back in the day, they was the best babysitters. They would clean your house, cook your food. They would babysit your kid while you at work, all for $50 to get some crack on the weekend. $200, $100. Man, it was a crazy time. Hey, hey, that Little Rose Mystic. Yeah, they was the most creative. I'm telling you, man. I had a rough life growing up, but I got to see. I was very observant. What else y'all want to know? I'm telling y'all. What else y'all want to know about this story? Now y'all better get into answering questions. Y'all be having questions about these stories. I'm telling y'all now that I know they entertaining, but shit, that shit could be happening around you guys. Y'all need to pay attention to your surrounding. Shit get real. I don't want that title creation. I'm good. Everybody, I'm telling you, that's how I grew up. It really did make me sad. It made that story telling that some of these stories I tell really touch me, man. I have to dig down deep. I redid this story 3 times, y'all. But I gotta tell y'all the true spooky shit because y'all ain't gonna know. Some of y'all be going to your friend's party and they be smoking out of bongs. When if you don't see them bitches pack that bong with that weed, pack that bitch with crack or fentanyl, whatever the fuck your drug on, just be careful, cause motherfuckers still be using ashes of animals and ashes of fucking humans and shit. You don't know what's going on. Be careful, man. Let's be careful. So, anything else about that story that stood out that y'all want to talk about? What's up, Slim Clark, my good friend? What's up? Slim Clark, did you listen to the story yet? And they wonder why JJ goes off to college and come back crazy. I just got here, but is the ground still cursed? Yeah, yeah, that ground still cursed. I'm gonna take a picture of it. I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna take a video camera and I'm gonna upload it, a video recording of the duplex, everything. My grandma said that shit was cursed. My grandma cursed that damn place. So I'm finna tell you guys another story that happened with in that same duplex. So by us all, by us growing up on Orange Center, being in the hood and things like that, once the kids grow up, they're gonna gravitate to the same neighborhood, get apartment within the same neighborhood, because that's what we're idolizing. We're not taught in the hood, the ghetto, to go further. Well, my uncle, my grandma's son, he ends up getting an apartment in the same duplex. Also, my brother and his baby mama get an apartment in the same duplex. Matter of fact, the same apartment my uncle lived in. Matter of fact, the same apartment my mom met my dad in. So I'm gonna tell you how this generational curse shit worked. So my mom was living in those duplex off of Orange Center, off of Sunset when she met my dad. My dad, it was one, two, one, two. The second one, then it was a third. So in the middle, the second one. So my dad come home from work. My sister tell my dad, "Hey, Kenny just jumped out the window running." So my dad go to my mom and say, "Hey, I don't take nobody cheating on me. I'm a little baby, 1, 2 years old. I'm getting it word of mouth from my auntie and my sister Key herself. Little baby, 1 or 2 years old, still on the tip. My dad left. My auntie swears nothing but good by my dad. She say, your dad was a saint. He took care of all your mama other kids that she had from other men. And what he didn't take, all her other 3 kids, what he didn't take was her cheating on him. So what he did, my auntie tell me my dad paid my mama rent up for the rest of the year, paid 8 months worth of rent out of pocket cash to the landlord. So once he paid 8 months rent up, say he went down to the OUC light department people and say he paid her balance down to zero. Say he took all the kids school shopping and he bought them all school because it was around by August time. School was about to get. I mean, it was around by like school starting season, the 1st of August, whatever. Say he bought all the kids school clothes, shoes, everything. Say then he went to my mom. He gave her $2,000 cash, and say he packed his one bag and left everything at the house, the furniture, the TV, everything, and say he left and he went and got an apartment downtown Orlando. He never talked to my mama. He never said nothing bad about my mama. He never cursed my mama. Say before he left my mom, after she got caught cheating on him, he took care of everything. They wasn't even married. He just had a baby by her. So you see how that shit fall on me, how the genes of my father fall on me, and then to add a little bit more trauma to the bitch. My auntie say, that ain't your real daddy, dog. That ain't your daddy ain't Kenny. Cause that's what my mom was cheating with, Kenny. So I'm like, the fuck? But that man raised me. Never told me no. Love him to death. That's why I will do anything for my papa. If you're looking for me, I'm over there with him. If boy, call me. That man make good money. Boy, I need lotto tickets today. I got you. He texts me the numbers. I go get it out my own pocket. Because that's the type of man that deserve a son like me. And I deserve a dad like him. So I don't give a fuck who they say my other daddy was. You know what I'm saying? But that's it. That's the genes that's inside me. That's the genes that's inside my kid. Now, my mom, she couldn't say nothing bad about my dad because he gave it all and she realized she was wrong. The bad thing about mom, she just treated me like shit because she knew she had fucked up with dad. That's the God and the truth. That's why she treated me shitty. Because my dad couldn't take up the infidelity. Now, there's a lot of women out there that'll do that to a man. And then they'll blame the man because they fucked up. And they'll rationalize why they fucked up on the man. Working too hard. He didn't show me enough attention. So I fucked up. But he didn't have the right to leave me. Or he could have did this, and I'm taking him to. My dad say, hey, and then she put him on child support, and he didn't complain. He said, Yana, it take my auntie to tell you. Dad say, Yana, that's my son. He didn't blood test me, nothing. That's my son. Whatever she need, Yana, I pay it. Hit the gavel. He didn't argue nothing. Peaceful man. Peaceful man. To this day, still peaceful. Now, back to the story. I had to tell y'all that because I want y'all to know where I come from, where the men and my boys, the bloodline I raised. I had an example of a father. I didn't just have an example of a toxic ass mom. I had an example of a real man. So that shit is instilled in me, and I instill that in my boys. So here we go. So now, the apartment that my mom was dating my daddy in, that he called her cheating, when I was young, my mom moved out of that apartment in that same duplex, moved up to the next set of duplex in the middle. Same thing. So that's where all the bad shit happened at. So she stayed there. She moved out of that one, moved there. I grew up. And now I'm like, I done joined the gang. She moved over there to Ivy Lane, the Poking Bean. Now I stayed over there from 6 to when I was like, 6 to when I was like 16. So we stayed over there in them thing for like 10 years, So now I'm like 16, 17. My brother, he done had a baby with his baby mama, his first son. So he's living off of Sunset in the same exact apartments my mom had, was dating my dad in. Him and his baby mama didn't work out. Whoop whoop. My brother ended up getting incarcerated, whatever, getting into dope gang, drug gang. Boom. He goes off to the feds, Coleman, right? Then my uncle, he not in Coleman, because my uncle went to Coleman Federal too. All my family go to Coleman Federal, by the way. So now my uncle is moving in the same apartment my mama lived in. My brother and his girlfriend lived in. Now my uncle living in the bitch turned it into a trap house. Here's the crazy thing. Remember I told you about cousin Rob? He got into the dope game and he knew how to cook dope better than everybody else. He knew how to do that dope shit better than I could. Cousin Rob started selling dope for Unc. Cousin Rob lost the money because cousin Rob was Unc DuBois. So Unc ended up beating Rob up so bad. Boom, boom, boom. I mean, putting dukes on him like he was a dude off the street, right? Like a pure nigga off the street. Hit my cousin so hard, uppercut him, bam, knocked him through the window. The boy went through the window, man. Knocked out the glass, the boy laying down, feet up, on the wall, unconscious. See, I saw that, right? See, keep in mind, I'm 16, 17. I've been working with grandma, and now I'm part of a real hardcore gang. I'm part of a gang. You feeling me? Now being part of that gang, I'm carrying me a 38 on me, 5-shot silver with a bone handle. Bitch, I know this shit. I ain't got sense. I've been mistreated by my mama. Don't nobody love me but grandma, and grandma busy. So now I'm selling dope, right? So I'm selling dope for Unc. My cuz selling dope for Unc. He just whooped Rob ass, and he come to me talking about, hey, now that Rob lost the money, you need to double up. I need this. And I say, hold up. I say, no. I say, that's his business, bro. I say, that's you and his business. You fronted him. I say, I come to you with my cash. I say, I'm trying to get school clothes. I say, he can't even read. I say, two different beasts, man. So I'm staying my uncle down. Now my uncle, he done been to the joint a couple times. So he was like, oh, you challenging me? So he take off his glasses. You challenging me? Your nephew? I'm 16. I say, oh yeah. I say, but before you cross that line, Uncle, I say, you need to realize something. I say, I'm not Rob. I say, I'm going to put 3 holes in your ass, boy. What? I say, Uncle, I'm going to shoot you dead, man. I say, if you think you're going to hit me. I say, if you think you're going to fuck up my beautiful face. I say, if you think you're going to knock out my teeth. I say, you think you're going to put me on my back. I say, I'm going to blow your fucking head off, Unc. I seen the look in my uncle eye. He like, nigga, you crazy. Boy, I'm finna whoop your ass for talking to me like that. Now you want to pull Unc rank. No, we in the game, my man. We in the game, my nigga. I'm a full-fledged gang banger. I'm buying 50 packs and birds from you, nigga. I make money. I'm taking care of my mama. I'm taking care of my sister, my baby sister now. With the dope I'm selling at 16. So no, you ain't gonna touch me, bitch. And I got a taste of pulling this trigger too. So when he approached me, I pulled the gun out. I say, okay. I say, one more step. I say, I bet you drop right there. Same apartment, duplexes, man. The ground cursed. Grandma cursed the ground. She inadvertently cursed the family to stick to that bitch because she shot the lady 2 times in the stomach over there too. So my uncle said this. He went and told my mama, I don't know what type of kid you raising, but that's a stone killer. That's a stone killer. He can't come around me with no gun. He can never come in my house. My mom like, what you did? Well, I was finna spank him for cursing at me. Notice the, and he pulled the gun. My mom, what the gun? I said, you ain't gonna get it. I say, man, please. You a monster. That's just pain. I'm now going into the pain thing. But with that being said, that all happened on that ground where them duplexes at. Generational curse. That's a curse. Hey man, listen. Y'all may think this shit beautiful. Y'all may think I'm just entertaining. Y'all may think my life wasn't chaotic because I'm smiling and shit. Man, I done had a hard existence. Motherfuckers tell stories about it. Bitch, I lived it. And it's crazy that I survived and I still love people, man, because I supposed to have been in the chain gang, the Who Scout. I told bitch, I will set you down where the fuck you stand, nigga. You think you gonna knock me through a window like an old fashioned cowboy movie? Who the fuck you take me for, nigga? Bitch, I'm 16 going on 17. Them hoes telling me I look good now. I got a body. I got a nice smile. My lips ain't too big like they used to be. My lips finally matching my motherfucking face. My features growing in each other. Bitch, and I was gonna let you hit me with your knuckles and fuck all that up. Bitch, I will destroy you. I was ugly for too long, bitch. I am not going backwards. Ow! Ah! Y'all don't understand my pain. Sometimes you gotta laugh through it. Yeah, Slim Clock, you see how they whooped the old Western nigga ass and he end up falling out the bar window and shit, and feet up on with the boots and shit. Not me, player. Not me. You never get the luxury of saying that. You never get the luxury of saying that shit. Earl Sanders think this shit funny, boy. It's painful. I'm in pain. No, but that's all happened on that ground. But notice how the same apartment duplex, the same identical apartments, 3 generations of people lived their life in the story of the same family carried on. People, it's something about the hood that's cursed. Even when grandma did that witch spell over there, man, I think she locked us into that energy. Because it would take a long time for any of us to get rid of being able to leave that energy. Her and granddaddy lived around the corner close to the lake in Sunset. Halford, Lily Road, I mean, that park, I forget the name. Lily Rogers Park, where the girl got killed, that's literally you walk out of the complex, make a left, and go as soon as you get to the horseshoe, the park right there, Orange Center School right here, Darling's right there. We stayed in that area growing up. Our whole family grew up in the Orange Center area until we moved to Ivy Lane. Then we moved to Mercer Drive. Man, this. I can't make this shit up, man. I'm just telling you what I experienced. Let me look at some of y'all questions. Oh my god. I can laugh at this shit, man, because y'all, this entertaining and y'all probably ain't go through half of that shit. I can laugh now, but it's so enough fucking, it's so enough fucking painful. Before I got counseling, Aunt would have hit you and you would have fell back bussing. No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't have let him touch me. I told him take one more step. I knew I was gonna put two in his ass. I was gonna put two in his chest and one in the computer, baby. Your ass would have been. Grandma would have hated me. Surprisingly, to add to that story, right? So that whole saga in that area ain't over. So now after Unc moved out the apartment, he started renting the house directly behind, and I show it all to you. He started renting the house directly behind the duplexes. It's a gray house where the CIA was dropping people off to be eaten by the man dogs back there, baby. I told that story too. I grew up in the hood. I know what go on in my and so I digress. So Unc had moved in the apartment behind there. I mean, in the house behind the duplex. So at the second window, you can look out the window and see the house in the backyard. So now I'm selling dope for Unc. I get robbed over there in the field, right by the Citrus Bowl, right there where the Electric Daisy concert, where they having Electric Daisy shit at now. If you ever come down here, I get robbed in that field on riding the bike. I just was downtown Orlando over there on South Street in Chapman and all them shits there. I was selling dope. They done scoped me out all night. I'm riding the bike, the money in my pocket, right? So this was the money I made for the night, not the money I had saved up, to buy me some school clothes because I'm in like the 12th to 11th grade and shit. Not that money. This is money I made for that night. So I made about $3,000 that night because when I get out of school, I change clothes and I'm doing book work in the shadows. So when the crackheads come to get crack, I come out there with a unit on my face, say some shit, but then I'm in the shadow with a little flashlight doing schoolwork. I ain't no dummy. So they had pimped me out. I mean, they had seen me doing the work. So now I get on the bike. It's like 3 in the morning. I'm getting on the bike. I'm going home. I got to take a shower, get ready for school. I sleep on my lunch break and shit, because I ain't really eat lunch. I've been eating garbage at nighttime, so I'm full. So ride home. Blue car, a blue Buick, not like my grandma, but a longer one. Pulls up, cut me off. They jump out the car, they put guns in my head. I got a big ass afro, like ludicrous afro, because everybody used to call me ponytails because I used to part my hair down the middle and put it in two ponytails and just walk around like that. That's when Lady of Rage was out, rough and stuff with my afro puff type bit. So they used to call me Ponytail. So that was my street name back then, Ponytail. So they jump out and I had this hair picked out, puffed up. I'm picking the bitch out riding on the bike with the money. So they pull out, they put the 357, the long barrel and not the short. They put the bitch in my head. They said, give me the money, nigga. And the nigga started parting my head. He like put the barrel down my part of my shit and he pardoned the bitch like this. I say, I ain't got no money. He say, nigga, I know you got it. You been hustling all day long. I know you got it. He say, nigga, you finna die over this little bit of cheese, dog. He said, I'm gonna really part your hair. That's when it really hit. So he dropped the gun in my face. I'm looking down the barrel. I could see the little bullets on the side of the bitch. So the bitch was fully loaded. I say, it's in my sock, man. He said, yeah, I know. He reached down, got the bitch. I'm at gunpoint. I'm 16, 17 years old, right? Still in high school. I'm just trying to hustle, defeat myself, because nobody cared about me at that time. So, he got the money. He slapped me with the gun, with the butt of the gun. Not hard, not nothing to bruise me, just pussy nigga. That's a Florida term. Oh, pussy ass nigga. Fuck nigga. Ah. He threatened like, I hit you in the, he said shit like that, like I hit you in the top of the head. He just nudging me. They like, man, come the fuck on, dog. Leave this little nigga alone. You got the money. So he point the gun and he walk off. He take the bike I was on. He picked the bitch up, throw it in the street. Nah, I can't ride the bike. I got to waddle a bitch home because the front wheel was bent. So now I'm walking the bike home through Sunset, through the Citrus Bowl, going over there through Orange Center Dollars area. Waddling the bitch like that, right? So now I go to Unc. The next day, I go to Unc. I say, hey, Unc, I got robbed. I say, I ain't got your money. I say, you front me this time around, I'll make sure you get your money plus some. I just didn't want to go into my reserve because it was his dope and shit. I had saved my money. I got robbed. I'm thinking Unc's supposed to be sympathetic to a nigga, right? He took off his glasses again. Well, you signed up for this shit, nigga, and you got signed up for this shit, dog. You got straight me. I'm just saying, you in the big boy world, you took that heat. You in the big boy world, you got straight me. He talking all rah rah like that. So I'm like, nigga, I came to you letting you know they just robbed your nephew, bitch, and I've been out there hustling, selling dope for you. I get that look like this, so this is my street boy look. So y'all will never see it, but this how I used to be. Everything slowed down to me. None made, and when shit ain't making sense, it's like that eyebrow raise, and I'm like, yeah, I'm looking at that bitch like, nigga. So he took off his shit and nigga, I need my money, dog. I don't care what, I need my money, dog. I say, okay. I say, I got some money saved up from when, I was selling, this my little reserves. I say, I just thought you would be understanding. Now here's the part of that story. My granddaddy, he was sitting over there on the wall looking at my aunt. Me and my uncle about to go down, throw out and fighting. So I pull out my pistol on aunt. I say, I told you, nigga, if you ever raise your hand to me, I say, I'm going to put you down, aunt. I say, but you know what? I ain't even finna give you the chance no more. I say, I'm just finna kill your ass. I say, because I see you stupid minded. You ain't gonna get it, nigga. I say, before I let a nigga touch me, your size and stature, I say, you dead, bitch. So I pull the trigger back and I'm finna shoot him. I can't make this shit up, bro. And I'm telling y'all from the bottom of my heart, my granddaddy pulls out his switchblade on me and said, you ain't finna kill my son, little nigga. This my granddaddy. Me, him, and grandma ate Haagen-Dazs together, baby. I said, you right, granddad. So I backed up. I said, I'll be back over here. I said, give me a little bit of time. I said, I'm finna ride the bike home, get this money. I said, I don't want to fuck with you no more. I said, I go fuck with Spencer now. I said, I go fuck with the Hamp boys. I get my dope from them. I said, but I'll be right back. My granddaddy like, huh? So now, granddaddy, get this shit. Granddaddy renting a room from my mama. So I got to see granddaddy that night when I go home. He taking a bath, laying sleeping in the let-out couch in the living room. I look at him. He look at me. He turn his head, watch TV. I walk past his ass. Me and you ain't got no more words, granddad. But I end up being his favorite grandson, believe it or not. He nicknamed me Boca Stroke. Because when I had got into chicks, got older, boy, you be tearing them chicks down. I see you. The all them women like you. Boy, you got a boa constrictor and you must know how to stroke it. I'm going to nickname you Boca Stroke. And though me and granddaddy made up after about 4 or 5 years of him getting ready to kill me with that little knife because I was finna take his son out. But by then, Uncle had went to prison for 20 some odd years. But you see the family I grew up in, and these young niggas think they could run with some shit like that today? Nigga, this treachery. Hey, that's real treachery, man. Y'all don't know. I'm telling y'all this shit because I want y'all to know that I love life and I love everything about what I got going on now. Tell me yeah, I was gonna fuck granddaddy up, boy. Granddaddy finna get it. Good thing he was my mama's daddy. That's the only thing saved this ass bitch, because ain't nobody finna hurt me. You say granddaddy meant what he said, but you both knew what it was. Hey, y'all know. Say hood soap opera. Listen, man, I'm just telling you how my life went. This is the most peaceful I've had in my whole entire life. You think I'm finna let some bitches ruin that? You think I'm gonna let some drama ruin it? Bitch, I'm at peace with myself. I'm at peace with my life. I'm happy, beautiful, and healthy. I always had a chaotic life, so Chaos ain't shit. I thrive in that shit. I don't know how to thrive in love, to be totally honest. That's why you can't tell me you love me. Don't do that. Don't fuck with my head. I'm telling you, even if you do love me, don't fucking say it. I ain't gonna believe you. And if you say it and I think it and I do believe you, I'm gonna come at your ass. I'm gonna make you prove it. Cause love is very rare to me. So don't fucking say it and don't pretend it. BG, nigga, I just want to screw you. Nigga, I just want to hang out with you. Nigga, I just like what you bring to the fucking table. Don't use no LOVE word on me, cause I'll never use it to you unless I mean it. 100%. I'm just telling you now. I done warned you now. Y'all think it's all rainbows and bubblegum and sunshine over here, big cock and smiles. No, don't you use that LOVE word on me. I'm just telling you, it's don't register up here. And if you do, you talking to a nigga that ain't never really had it, that don't understand it. I don't know family love. Only thing I know is brotherly love. Cause I had some real solid niggas beside me, brothers from organizations I joined. That's all I know. I don't know family love. Half of the women I done married and dated, they love me for my resources. So I don't understand LOVE coming from certain people. So don't say it. And when I tell you not to say it, don't do it. Don't play with it. It ain't gonna end well if you not real about it. I'm telling you where I'm at. Y'all understand. Friends, family, foes, fucks. Y'all understand? That's my life. So when I tell y'all these true spook stories on this channel, baby, I'm telling you exactly what happened. I ain't omitting nothing. I ain't making shit up. If the spooky shit happened, it happened. If the real nigga shit happened, it happened. If a bitch shot, killed, stabbed somebody, I'm telling you what it was. I ain't gonna lie to you for entertainment. Leave that shit up to Steven Spielberg. I just tell the story in a funny way so y'all can laugh about it because it's painful to me and I had to go to therapy a lot of that shit to get over it so now I could tell it and it's therapy talking to your asses. ah, so that's my family, man. So hell, the truth, the ghost stories that I tell y'all could be one thing, but a real life family Negro drama from the hood, a real nigga surviving the hood, bitch, unmatched. No shit you ever seen on TV could match what I went through. Cause a bitch can talk about a book and imagine, nigga, this is my family dynamic. Granddaddy living on my mama let out couch in the living room, want to kill his grandson for trying to kill his son, but don't want to kill his grandson, just letting his grandson know don't kill his son, bitch, or you gonna have a problem with me. Me going against my uncle, my brother, my cousin, everybody. Everybody out for themselves, the motherfuckers hurting each other, aunties sleeping with each other, boyfriend, fights at family picnic from shit that happened 50 years ago that they can't forgive each other. Bitch, it's a riot. It's a circus. And I grew up through that shit. And that's why my kids will never see a day of that. Don't you start acting. Y'all heard that thump? Ain't nothing over here to thump. That spirit. That's the energy of spirit. I'm happy bringing up these memories, not a box, jumping and jocking and whatever the fuck else over here. Ain't nothing over there. Man, let me stop talking to y'all. What y'all want to know else about this story, man, about this crack pipe skull bitch? Hey, it is what it is, man. So y'all enjoyed both stories, both tales that I said. You know what the crazy part about this? This channel is a hidden gem. The people that really want to be nosy and be entertained, they don't even know this channel exists. This shit is privy to just y'all who show up every Thursday. Congratulations. This bitch ain't big yet. But that's real life. Y'all can see the pain in my eyes half of the time. I smile a lot. I never have any questions because you always tell it so good. You leave no unanswered questions. This far, thank you so much. Thank you. See, God knows where to put certain people with certain families. He's seen, yeah, He seen me and said, "Let there be." My family was blessed. KB Lioness. Some people family wasn't blessed. Some people had to really struggle that shit on out. We had to struggle that shit on out. But we made it. We made it. I made it. Through all the fuck shit. I made it happy, healthy, and still with the capacity to love. Let that be a testimony to a lot of people. Marquita, that's you? Girl, where you where you been? Where the cat? It damn sure made me. Started from nothing. You know it. I did. Everybody, so I'm glad y'all enjoyed the story. I told y'all a couple other stories that I just feel like sharing that because that story was so relevant. Because everything I told you, that everything you heard on the True Spook about that story, it also was the same energy in those duplexes. And I'm gonna go live and walk you guys through it very soon. If I think I'll go live Sunday around by 12 o'clock on this channel here, Sunday 12 p.m. Eastern, and give you guys a good old fashioned walkthrough. People live there now, and you'll see how it look. And I'm gonna give you a good old fashioned walkthrough. I'm gonna be pointing, so bitches gonna have to look at me with this camera pointing, and I'm unapologetic with this shit. I'm gonna walk through the duplex. I'm gonna tell you what went on, where the car was. I'm gonna show you everything so you guys can see. So please be here Sunday, 12 p.m. right before I go get my hair done. I'm gonna, yep, right before I go get my hair done. I just got a reminder you have a hair appointment Sunday. Right before I go get my hair done, I'm gonna walk y'all through it. Then I'm gonna go ahead to the hair salon and get my hair done. So y'all will see. And it's gonna be just what I described it, and I'm gonna reenact it. Then I want you guys to go back and watch the story. And listen to the story. You guys will be able to see detail upon detail. Okay, pretty black. Thank you, KB Line. It's Chaka Shaw. Maybe God has you there so grandma has someone to connect to. True, true. That's my life, y'all. Hey, it's more to come. I'm 46. I got the 40. I got what? 40 years? Six being six is where I could remember. I got 40 years of shit that done happened to me. Good, bad, and indifferent. This channel can grow if y'all support me. The Patreon needs to grow so I can not have to work. But hey, it ain't in the cards at the moment. It will be there. Share my Patreon, y'all. Hype me up. These YouTube videos shadow ban because people hate me. So, well, I ain't gonna say people hate me. People don't like the way I talk and shit. So, that's the way that go. Let me check the email. Okay, how can we do this? Thanks. I will try those numbers. Uh, okay, I will. Let me just take, I'm sorry, y'all. I do a lot. I'm on it. I never stop moving. Listen, two computers. Two phones. I never stopped moving. I apologize for that one. All right. All right, everybody. I'm finna let you go. Y'all don't got no more questions for me, and we going on an hour. I've been on here yakking with you. Come on, Marquita. Come on. You and the cat. I got a bowl of food for the cat. I got something enough for the cat. Come on. They can play with Lacey. Me and the cat up the road. Meow. You know it, Tay. All right, I'm finna let y'all go. I got to do this email stuff, this onboarding process. All right, everybody. I am Tyke, telling you guys sometimes the truth is stranger than fiction, but it's the truth, no doubt. Take care. God bless. Much love. And rep my Patreon. Get me out there, people. Y'all share me. Do me right. Slim Clark, appreciate you for stopping by. Y'all be good.